Hello everyone, I'm Pencil, and today we're going to talk about whiff punishment. Now, before I get into improving on whiff punishment and the purpose of this video, I just want to define whiff punishment quickly. A whiff is when an opponent misses an attack, and the animation of their attack missing still plays out in its entirety, and because they missed, your character is not in any kind of block stun, so your character is free to attack them back for missing. Whether this is a launcher or a combo starter, it doesn't matter what terminology we use, but it's your character punishing your opponent for whiffing. To create whiffs, we use movement a lot of the time, and in Tekken this means Korean backdashing or just backdashing once. You don't need to chain 8 backdashes for your opponent to miss an attack. Quite the contrary, a lot of the times you're only going to need 1 backdash, or you're going to need to sidewalk or sidestep and block. Maybe when you sidestep and block, they whiff an attack. You recognize this, and then you get an attack in return. Now, when I started playing the game, I played Fang, and he has a very slow launcher that's 21 frame startup, and that helped me tremendously in getting my whiff punishment better because I had a slow tool to use. Now obviously he has faster tools, but using something so slow really helped me speed myself up. And how that makes sense is that you have to react faster because you have a slower tool to use with your whiff punishment. So I would, with your character, practice with a slower tool with your whiff punishment, because it's like training underwater. When you go back to dry land, you're gonna find that you're a lot faster. Or if you go to using a 12 frame move to whiff punish from a 21 frame move, you're gonna find that it's a lot easier. So that's just a strategy that I would recommend anyone trying in real games. And that's the other thing. With whiff punishment, it's not something you can really practice easily in the training room. I mean, yes, you can get used to like recovery frames when your opponent is missing that attack, how long it takes them to recover, so you can see how much time you have to whiff punish. But in a real game, you're not going to know what attack your opponent is going to use unless you're a mind reader or you have like just an insane prediction on your opponent. So you need to look for these things, and the only way to practice looking for something is to deliberately go into a game and do it and look for it there. And I don't want this to cause any kind of anxiety, so if ranked match or player match is too much, then try treasure battle. Those bots in this game are still going to miss attacks, and this goes for any 2D fighter as well. You can use the arcade mode. Your opponent's the bots are still going to miss attacks, especially if you're using your movement to create opportunities for yourself. You can still sidewalk a bot's attack. You can still backdash a bot's attack. They're not trained to be perfect beings that are capable of destroying us. So use them. Use that opportunity to work on a mechanic and improve. Another thing I want to talk about is reactions. So a whiff punish is a reaction, right? Our opponent missed an attack, and we are reacting by launching them or hitting them with an attack while they cannot defend themselves because they left themselves vulnerable with their own attack. Now, these reactions, a lot of times I think people get latched on to the idea that they have to be fast. They have to be like, oh, if you're 40 years old, you can't react as fast as an 18-year-old with a whiff punish. That's not true in a lot of ways, because if you're looking for something, if you've trained yourself to look for these things, you're going to have the whiff punishes locked and loaded, and you'll find that you're just as fast as these younger cats on the block as well. So that's just something I wanted to talk about. Because I think it's easy to get discouraged when you see someone doing really incredibly fast whiff punishes or fast reactions in general. But like, if you watch professionals in 2D fighting games as well, they always seem like they're ready with the anti-air, right? And it's because they're looking for it. They're looking for their opponent to jump, so they're ready. It's loaded and ready to go. In this clip, you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about.
Have you enjoyed my work?
Let me show you how much I've enjoyed it.
Watson?
Don't observe.
How did you see that?
Because I was looking for it.
I also want to talk about deliberate practice as my next concept for the video. Deliberate practice is when you spend 30 to 60 minutes on something in particular to get better at it. For this video, we can make that whiff punishment. So get in that treasure battle or get in player match or get in ranked match and practice doing this for 30 to 60 minutes. Really look for whiffs. You don't have to play your usual style. You're not playing to win these games. You're playing to practice the concept, the fundamental that you want to improve on. So moving with a purpose, right? Using 1 or 2 backdashes or a sidewalk to confirm your opponent missing an attack and then whiff punishing them. Create opportunities for yourself. You can attack as normal as well. Use your normal offense, and you're going to find that people under pressure press buttons. And maybe you backdash. Instead of pressing another button, maybe you backdash, and their button whiffs completely, and you're ready with the whiff punish. And you're going to start creating new offensive strategies for yourself as well, doing that. I think a lot of players often think that whiff punishment is more of a space control defensive concept, but it can be an offensive concept. So just be flexible when you're going into training or matches practicing these things. I want to thank everyone for coming by and watching the video and supporting the channel. I know I haven't made anything in a long time, and that's a lot to do with school, my girlfriend living with me now, and just a lot of real life things going on that are a bit out of my control. However, I really want to spend more time with you, the community, and you watching this, so I hope this is okay, that I'm keeping it informal. I hope these videos find you well. I hope that they are helping people learn fighting games, and if this is just an easy venue to learn through, then let me know in the comments. Ask for other concepts that you may want to see. If this is a total shit show, you can let me know, and I'll try something else. But I taught in a schoolhouse for a while, just using small visual aids and talking, and I feel like I can usually put words to things that are difficult to explain at times for others. So anyway, I hope you all have a beautiful day. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.